Peter returns to the capital of the Roman Empire to hear the rumors of the death of the emperor himself, Claudius. It was October the 13th, 54 AD, when the 17-year-old Nero made his public debut as the successor of Claudius and the new Roman emperor. Now, Nero was not the son of Claudius. The dysfunction in this family is so bad that it is believed that Nero's mom murdered her second husband just so that she could marry Claudius, her uncle, in hopes that her son would one day rule the known world. The intrigue of Nero's mother would be a strong influence on the young man, despite the attempts of Seneca, his advisor and tutor, to help form him to become one day a great emperor. By the time Nero turns 21, he will have poisoned his stepbrother, smothered his first wife, kicked to death his pregnant second wife, go on to marry both men and women. But it would be his mother that would prove the hardest to kill. On 3 occasions, he tried to poison her. Then he tried to crush her with the falling roof in her bedroom. And when that wouldn't work, he tried to drown her in a ship that he had constructed specifically to sink at the appropriate time. And when all else would fail, he simply sent a man to beat her to death. Now, Nero fancied himself a great poet and singer, often inflicting upon his citizenry his performances. But it was his lust for sorcery and the black arts that would bring to the stage a familiar character, Simon Magus. Recall from Acts chapter 8 how Simon Magus plagues the people of Samaria through his black arts of sorcery and witchcraft. Philip arrives and begins to preach the gospel, to baptize and to make Christians of these people. Simon Magus watches firsthand St. Peter himself impose his hands to call down the Holy Ghost and to confirm these Christians. He is so impressed that he makes a bribe to obtain this power for himself. St. Peter rebukes him and chases him out of the Middle East. St. Justin the Martyr, St. Irenaeus, St. Ambrose, Cyril of Jerusalem, Augustine, and even pagans such as Dion Chrysostomus would all attest to the fact that Simon Magus would go to Rome and befriend Nero the emperor himself, sharing his dark, diabolical sorcery. The father of all Gnostics would declare war upon the apostles, spreading his evil across the city, growing a worship of him among the Romans as a god. They would erect a statue on an island in the Tiber River, making him the god of thunder, the god of lightning, the most powerful and evil trinity of sorts, a fake and false messiah, setting the stage for the final conflict between Simon the magician and Simon Bar Jonah, Peter, the rock upon which Christ would build his church and give the keys to the kingdom of heaven. To prove his greatness, Simon boasted that he could fly through the air, that he could ascend like a true Messiah. The date was set, and Nero and a great crowd gathered to see the spectacle. Just as the demons would lift Simon Magus into the sky, Peter and Paul would lift their eyes up to heaven and pray. Simon would come crashing down, shattering his legs and spilling blood all over Nero. He would die in a rage, unrepentant, just a few days later. The death of the court wizard would only serve to intensify the madness and insanity of Nero. Suetonius would tell us that in 64 AD, Rome would burn as Nero played his lyre and sang songs about the fall of Troy. For 9 days, the fires rage. Thousands of lives are lost. But to deflect the rage of the mob, Nero blames the Christians. Did you like that clip? Want to watch more? Just click right here. Or you can watch the entire film right now by clicking here. Share it with a friend. We would be grateful. God bless you and God love you.